Good morning, church. Welcome to today's reading. So let us turn our Bibles to Daniel chapter 2. Daniel chapter 2, beginning from verse 17 through to verse 30. Daniel chapter 2, 17 to 30. So let us read together Daniel chapter 2, verses 17 to 30. Then Daniel returned to his house and explained the matter to his friends Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. He urged them to plead for mercy from the God of heaven concerning this mystery, so that he and his friends might not be executed with the rest of the wise men of Babylon. During the night, the mystery was revealed to Daniel in a vision. Then Daniel praised the God of heaven and said, "Praise be to the name of God forever and ever. Wisdom and power are his. He changes times and seasons. He deposes kings and raises up others. He gives wisdom to the wise and knowledge to the discerning. He reveals deep and hidden things. He knows what lies in darkness, and light dwells with him. I thank and praise you, God of my ancestors. You have given me wisdom and power. You have made known to me what we asked of you. You have made known to us the dream of the king." Then Daniel went to Arioch, whom the king had appointed to execute the wise men of Babylon, and said to him, "Do not execute the wise men of Babylon. Take me to the king, and I will interpret his dream for him." Arioch took Daniel to the king at once and said, "I have found a man among the exiles from Judah who can tell the king what his dream means." The king asked Daniel, also called, "Told you what is going to happen. As for me, this mystery has been revealed to me, not because I have greater wisdom than everyone else alive, but so that your majesty may know the interpretation and that you may understand what went through your mind." And that marks the end of today's reading.
Good morning, church. May we please stand and sing hymn number 51. It is either 51 or 60, depending on the book you have. So I'm giving you a second to go there because you see, it's not projected. Standing on the promises. Number 51 or number 60. Standing on the promises of Christ, my King. Let's go together. Standing on the promises of Christ, my King. Through eternal ages, let His praises ring. Glory in the highest, they shout and sing. Standing on the promise of God. Stand.
Morning again, church. We are coming to the end of our year's theme. In the beginning, remember, we started off with choices, and we said that choices have what? All right? It's a very difficult class to teach because you refuse to say consequences the way I taught you. Please say it at least for our guests. Choices have? Okay. Now, the book of Daniel brings us to a different space in the matter of choices. A part of this is because Daniel is in a unique group of authors. Not many. The other one would be Ezekiel, parts of Zechariah, the book of Revelation, and parts of the Gospel of Matthew. These are books of the Bible known as apocalyptic literature. Apocalyptic literature is unique because it's first of all strange. There's a lot of imagery in apocalyptic literature. There are visions and dreams and all kinds of strange things happening. And so when people see apocalyptic literature, they tend to shy away from it. But it was literature that was pointed in a certain direction. Actually, it might surprise you to know that when people read the book of Daniel, those it was written to, it didn't sound strange to them at all. It might surprise you to know that the readers of the book of Revelation did not find it strange at all. They were quite at home with all the strange beasts and all kinds of strange visions, because apocalyptic literature is a special type of Jewish literature. So it doesn't matter that the book of Revelation, for instance, was written in the Greek language. The thought is Jewish. And so the Jewish people had this picture in their minds that helped them to understand what message was coming to them. The purpose of apocalyptic literature was to tell those in the know what they need to know, and those in the dark would remain in the dark. The Jewish people would read the literature and they would see where they're headed because their minds worked that way. Their enemies and those who sought to harm them would read the message and it would make no sense to them. So you could convey a message to the people of God right in front of their enemies and they would not understand it. There were two key things. One, apocalyptic literature said to the people of God, God is with you now. He's taking care of things now. But it also said to them, God has the future in his hand. He is going to take care of things, not just now, but also in the future. Now, this is the context within which we see Daniel. The story that was read to us in chapter 2, a continuation of last Sunday's story, is one of those things where the book